Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to Lightworkers Secrets to Success. We have a special guest in the house tonight. We are going to interview Radhaa, and we're just so excited to have her here. And we have Rebecca and Adam and Pamela and myself, Amanda, and we're going to ask her about her brand new book that's coming out, and we're excited to learn everything about it. She has a lot of projects going on right now. I had the pleasure of talking to her about a month ago before I went to Costa Rica, and we had a wonderful conversation, and she's so down to earth, and we just hit it off like sisters, I feel like little soul sisters. And well, Radhaa, I just want to get right into it because I'm really excited, and I am actually part of the project that you are, created the space for, and so I am so excited and honored to be a part of this new book that you have coming out, and I think this is the second edition, correct?
Energy Healers and Soul Medicine is the first edition.
Okay.
Yeah, but we have a series that we have ongoing called Awakening Starseeds, and we've done volume 1 and we've done volume 2, and we are currently curating volume 3. So
nice. So you're working on that one. And so what made you get into publishing books and publishing other people's stories?
I used to be a producer in Hollywood, and I worked a lot behind the scenes, and I really had a passion for putting projects together. I love getting the actors and working with the location scouts, and it was like putting puzzle pieces together. And my goal when I was doing that was I always wanted to create content that was going to be healing, that would bring healing into the world, because I knew that books and movies, there are things that people, they tune into them and they're very influential. And so I went to UCLA too, and I went through the producers program, and I really enjoyed that work, but it wasn't aligned on a soul level. And so I ended up going into energy work, just like learning about it. I was just fascinated. I wanted to meet energy healers. I wanted to try new modalities. I wanted to take trainings, and it came very organically to create these books because I have a background in PR and stuff like that. I was like, let me look into this, and I looked into it, and I got a download that pretty much said, well, you're going to be doing like 11 Awakening Starseed series. And I was like, wow, that's a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, that's a lot. It's going to keep me very busy. That's like a full-time thing,
Yeah. Wow. Well, there's a lot of us out here that, want to share a story. And so I think you're just creating that space for everybody to come together.
Yes. And I've always loved Louise Hay. I loved her like attitude and what she brought forward. And then I just realized I just know how important it is for people's voices to be heard, especially like healers, especially light workers. That's just so important right now. And the media doesn't always give the attention to healers and light workers, and I think that's gonna change. At least I'm gonna change that. And I'm like, we have to bring forward the people who are here to help. And it's not about ego, it's about contribution and also owning your light. Because I'm like, come on, guys, shine. Like, there's so many healers that are so shy. And I really encourage them to step into their voice, step into their light, step into their gifts. Like, you came all this way to serve. So let's just do it. Let's do it in a big way. Let's have fun doing it.
Yes. Now, are you certified in any modality?
Yes, I am. I'm certified in quite a few modalities, but I don't do it full time because this keeps me very busy. And we have a team, and we have multiple books that we're doing right now. And so I do goddess activations. That's my main modality that I do. And that's like, I have my clients, but really this is my passion, is like, how can we get our voices out into the world in a bigger way? This is the time. There's a lot going on in the world. Everybody's feeling the shifts and the changes. And so how can we be of assistance? I felt that in 2022, like, there's going to be people that are ready. They're really ready to step into their healing. Like, they're going to go all out. And so what would be better than having a healer's directory called Energy Healing and Soul Medicine that people can access? I want to make it easy for them to find people who are, you know, really good and can be of service to them. And they can read their story, and then they feel their vibration. They look at their picture, they read their bio, they go to the website, and then they go, you know what? I'm resonating with this person and this person, or
yeah.
It is.
Yeah, that's the vision I got when you were telling me about the book. And I just thought, oh gosh, I could touch people that I would never been able to get in contact before, and they could find me. And I just think it's such a wonderful opportunity.
It is. It's interesting because in the Awakening Star Seeds, I started to get authors telling me they were getting more traffic and they were getting clients from different places that found them through the book. And so we were going to work on Awakening Star Seeds Volume 3, but then I got a download like, wait, you're going to do that, but just wait, let's do this one first because it's very important to bring this forward now.
Yeah, right. And I think that too, you know, everyone here, we started a global online community, and I think it's going to be all the people that you're reaching out to is going to need us in the future as well. We have the foundation. We're just waiting for it to explode, because I think that's going to happen pretty quick here.
Yeah, that's so good. That's good to create your community, because we are revving up. I could feel it too. And I'm like, we're revving up, like get all hands on deck now, because we're about to be of great service and putting this work out in a really big way.
Yeah. So tell us about some of the other books that you are looking for writers for as well.
Absolutely. So after Energy Healing and Soul Medicine, we have Awakening Starseeds Volume 3, and that's Dreaming into the Future. And that book is about dreams and visions, and it's like calling all the visionaries and innovators to come forward and share what they see, what they feel, can bring, you know, like bring more light into our world, and in ways that could even be very practical, like tools, you know, even inventions, but also visions. So it's like a cross between, like, I see like oracles and healers and visionaries coming together and sharing, so that we can sort of start to envision a future that we want, knowing that we are the co-creators of it.
Yeah, that sounds beautiful. I love it. And then you have one, wait, do you have one other book that you're working on?
I do actually have quite a few.
I know, like, wait, I know there's a couple more.
Well, we have Stories of the Goddess, and that's really to anchor in the divine feminine energy, which has been distorted. Especially like working in Hollywood, let me tell you, like it's been very distorted, the divine feminine, what they call goddess, and really bringing back the truth of the divine feminine, and how when we share our stories, it's like people read them and they're like, well, I feel connected to that, and I can too, and like they find new ways that they can have a practice or have a prayer or meditation or connection to the divine feminine, and it brings them back to themselves, their truth. And that's the most important thing of all, is that, you know, people get inspired to find their own truths and to feel into their own wisdom. And the goddess energy is really important because it's just sort of been eradicated, and that's you know, that's just the truth, because a lot of goddess temples have been utterly destroyed from top to bottom, including all the artifacts. So we have to bring balance into the world. If you think it looks imbalanced, it's because it is. And we have to be the ones to bring an anchor in the balance.
Well, and you bring up a good point. By you bringing out other people's stories and other people reading them, it really empowers them to get in touch with their own energy for that. Because I know, like, I read other people's like blogs, and I'm like, oh, I can really relate to that, or I can, you know, and it does empower you. So I think it's so important, so needed.
You know, and that's the most important thing. It's like there are all these tools, resources, healers, and it all brings you back to your own internal navigation, your self-empowerment, you know, you will learn so much from the healers in this book. You're going to be blown away, I think. And the thing is, you're going to be inspired to work with them, to learn more about healing, maybe even mentor with some of them, you know?
Yeah. So if you were to if someone was to call you and reach out to you about getting into your book, what are the things that you're looking for in an author?
Well, I'm looking for, heart-centered. That's number one.
Yes.
Heart-centered is the most important thing, because that when you're navigating with your heart and your truth, and I think so much can come through. And so it's that openness, because people will reach out to you. And so you have to have an open heart to be able to receive that as well.
Mm-hmm.
And with the book, Energy Healing and Soul Medicine, I consider this like a book of world-class healers, coaches, modality creators, and holistic innovators. And so I'm looking for people who feel confident in the work that they do, as a healer, and that they can be of service to others. Like, if people call you and go to your website, are you going to be available?
Right. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. And I love that. I don't want to hog up all the questions, because I know everybody else probably has questions too. Sorry, guys. Does anyone else have any questions for Radhaa?
How many healers are in this book? I know Amanda's in it, right?
Mm-hmm. We have, we're going to have 18 healers.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's
and
nice.
So we have about 4, I think I'm going to be doing all the contracts tomorrow, actually, most of them. So, I think we'll have 4 spots left in that book.
Nice. It's a nice amount.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get a lot of variety. So if you've never heard about energy healing and you read it, you're going to learn so much about energy healing, like different kinds of healers, different kinds of work. Yeah, that's the whole point. It's very educational.
Yeah.
Well, I think you're on to something big, and I like all the directions that you're going. What do you think is the message that you would like to get out from these books?
The message that I feel, and the inspiration to move me forward to do this, is that we're the ones we've been waiting for. We are the ones we've been waiting for. And when we come together, and really celebrate each other and share, and it's like, this is how we're going to change the world. And I always said, I believe healers can heal, they're here to heal the world. And it takes an army of healers, so it's not like, I want everyone to shine. It's not like, it's not like just one celebrity. It's like everybody is shining because they're meant to, because they're here to share their gift. And so it's getting rid of that competition energy and really embodying that oneness, and knowing that we're here. Everyone has their tribe to serve,
Yeah, I think you're right with everything that you're saying, and I mean, I even like the idea with visionaries and oracles, and all sorts of different people that you're going to have in that other chapter or in the other book. I think that's also important. While you're healing, you're also envisioning the future, how you would like it to be, not how it currently is. And I think that is such an important message, because I think you can heal as much as you want to heal, but if you don't have a destination where you're going, then it's very hard to keep healing something and not really fixing the root problem, which is, the 3D world that we're in right now. So having that book, I think, is equally as important. And then drawing everyone into like a community of where they can interact with other people and do other things. I really love where you're going with all these books. And I know Amanda was telling me all about your book, and I got to read her chapter, and it was really good. So.
Oh, yeah. Thank you so much. I'm really excited because I'm also loving everybody I get to meet. And even though we live in different places, it's just so beautiful and special to have a community. It really is it anchors you, and it's wonderful because we all support each other. And I really feel that's where the future is going, and it has to go, because there's no other way that I can see. And yes, we do need to have some vision for the future, and we have to think of it in a way that is that we could see the light. There's so much darkness, and we have to be able to see beyond it and know that there's something on the other side. And it's the hope, it's the hope, it's the prayer, it's the healing, it's the knowing that we have each other and we're going to get through this. And that it's also very magical and mystical, and there's a lot of that coming through as well.
Yeah,
Sorry, Adam.
go ahead.
No, I was gonna say that it just sounds so exciting. And I love that you're including so many different modalities, because Amanda and I talk, and we trade sometimes, because like we really both of us really believe there's not one modality, because there's different ones for different people, and it's all about what's going to be in alignment with that person at that time. And sometimes you may have 3 or 4 different ones that you use, and so it's about being able to be so connected to yourself that you're going to intuitively be able to reach out. And so having that book's going to be awesome, because then they're going to learn about perhaps modalities they didn't even know existed. So that's going to be such a great resource.
Thank you. Yeah, I love it. I love knowing so many healers, because different times you need different things, and everyone's tuned in, and there's not just one way, and that's the beauty, is people can come together and be like, wow, look at all these ways of going about it. And you can even go try this person a few times and then go to this person. Like, there's no wrong way. The most important thing is that, you're putting in the work, and you're devoted to like healing, and because we're not just healing ourselves, we're healing our lineages, and that just really lightens the load for the whole collective. So I applaud every person out there that has ever gotten a healing session or is doing the work in any way, because it's not always easy, but it's always worth it.
It's so funny you said that, Radha, because I just posted a picture of myself on Facebook, and I literally just said those exact words. So we're in alignment.
Yes.
Nice. Oh my gosh, so wonderful. Oh, and then I don't know if I shared this with you guys, but Radha also wants to do a book for twin flames. And I told her that would be amazing. So many people are awakening to their truth about being twin flames. And even if they don't know who their divine counterpart is, at least they can start on the healing process. They can start on writing and what they've experienced, thus far. So I'm very excited for that book when it's available.
Yes, and angels.
Oh, angels! Oh my gosh! Oh, angels. I guess I could just be in all your books. A chapter for each book. Yes. Oh my gosh, so exciting. Well, I love it because I love the high vibration that it has created already in my life, and I know that it's going to create in others, in other lives as well. So I'm just so excited to see it come out and be published, and it's going to be really exciting. Yay!
Yeah, beautiful thing. It's good. It's very exciting, because when it gets picked up, first it gets picked up at one place, and then another, and within like 3 or 4 months, you're in like 5 different like major places. And you're like, wow.
That's so cool.
The reactions from the authors.
Yes. Well, maybe pretty soon we'll be at the airport. Everybody can take our books when they're flying.
That would be incredible. That's the way to go.
Yeah. Well, does anyone else have any other questions for Radha before we let her go? I know she's so busy. Oh, Radha, do you have any information for people who see this and may be interested and wanting to be a part of your book? Do you want them to contact you through email, or what do you prefer?
Absolutely. Email. So it's just radhapublishing@gmail.com. Reach out, tell me what you might be interested in. We have information for all 3 books, and even further books that we're going to be doing down the road. So if you connect with us, we'll tune in, and we can hop on the phone or Zoom and have a conversation, and just you can feel into it. And I can, I really like to talk to people too that are going to be part of these, because I get to know them, what they stand for, what they're about, what their magic is. And then it just helps also when we do the promotion, because I know them much better,
Yeah, it does help. Well, I thank you so much for being here, Radha, again. And I can see, you know, so many lives being changed by what you're doing. So thank you so much for being a light into this world. We appreciate you.
Thank you. And thank all of you, sending you so much love, gratitude, blessings. Thank you so much for your time.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. And so thank you. Oh my gosh. Thank you guys so much for being here and watching our video today. We hope you love it. We hope that if this touches you in any way and you feel like, yes, I need to be in one of Radha's books, please reach out to her and or reach out to one of us so we can get you in contact with her. Let her know that you did hear about it through Lightworker Secret to Success, her interview on here. And if you haven't already liked and subscribed our channel, please do so you can be notified when we go live, because we have different people that we like to shine the light on and show their brightness in the world. So we just thank you so much